everyone, and welcome to a brand new segment every week for the football season. Pretty much this is going to be for every week of the NFL and starting in February with the XFL with the weather report for football. Now, normally I wouldn't have to worry about two leagues, but in this case, when the XFL does start in February, that's going to be a good question when we have to worry about cold conditions. We have to worry about snow even, but it's only the first week of September, so let's just take this time by time. I can't do Thursday night games because, again, my main focus is Sunday night and Monday night, and plus, now that Mike Francesa's not doing a football show anymore until who knows how long, because he used to do the weather report, who's going to really do it? And even if he does do the show, I'll still continue to do these videos because, again, I want to get you the latest weather conditions because, again, not only do we have the NFL going until February, but, of course, we have the XFL starting off in February, so it's going to be interesting. We have 8 games, let me think. All right, it's 4 games a week. There's only 8 teams in the league, but still, that's important to cover, at least. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first up, we got the Rams playing the Panthers. So forecast calls for 84 degrees, clear skies. So that is excellent in Charlotte, North Carolina. Redskins are going to be at the Eagles. We have 77 degrees forecasted, partly cloudy skies. Same thing in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. Bills at Jets, 2 degrees lower at 75 degrees. Falcons at Vikings, there's no need to worry about that. That game will be in a dome, so no need to get into that. We have my Ravens playing the Dolphins. Of course, my Baltimore Ravens. Now, here's something interesting here. Overcast skies. Now, does that mean there's a possibility of rain? So let's take a look and see if we can get details. So on NFLweather.com, and this is what I love about this website, pretty much the first half it looks like probably be overcast, but probably during the second half of the game, the sun will try to come out. That's a good thing because, I have red zone, so I'll be able to look in and see the weather for that game, but question is, do the fans complain and say, close the dome and Hard Rock, and they're going to keep the air conditioning on? That's a good question because, again, it's a retractable roof, so we'll have to see how that ends up. Now, unfortunately, in Jacksonville, that's a complete outdoor stadium. You have the Chiefs playing the Jaguars. This is going to be, I think, the most brutal weather game, probably one of the most brutal weather games of the week, besides the Buck game, which we'll get into that. Actually, no, the Cowboy game might be brutal. I'll get to that in just a second. So, let's just stick on the Chief-Jaguar game. 92, no clouds, but the humidity is going to make it feel like it's going to be in the upper 90s to low 100s. So, if you're going to be attending that game later today, just make sure you stay hydrated because it's going to be humid. I know how Florida gets this time of the year. They still can get hot in terms of, it's not like here in New York where we're dealing with comfortable weather, which thankfully we've been asking for Mother Nature to be cooperative. But the Jet game, that's just a blessing in disguise at MetLife. But yeah, if you're attending the Chief-Jaguar game today, just make sure you bring lots of water. Hopefully NFL stadiums will be considerate today, knowing how the weather conditions can be, and just, make sure you take it easy out there because heat stroke can happen in a matter of moments. All right, moving on. We have a decent weather game in Cleveland. So I can't believe I never thought that I'd say decent weather in Cleveland. But Titans playing the Browns. We have 70 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Colts at Chargers. Sunny skies in California. 76 degrees and partly cloudy. Bengals at Seahawks. Possible light rain. So we'll get to that situation in just a second. So here's how it will look for kickoffs. So, yeah, potentially during the game it could rain. Definitely not out of the question. Just want to check something for the Chief-Jaguar game. What's the dew point going to be? because that's very specific about the dew points. Ooh. Yeah, those dew points, if they're in the 70s, it's definitely going to be uncomfortable. You may say to yourself, well, the humidity's 54%, but trust me, when that dew point gets to the 70s, it makes it very uncomfortable to be outside. So, trust me, I know what I'm saying. Again, take it easy. Out there, Tampa, playing the 49ers, that's going to be something as well for weather conditions. what am I saying? 90 degrees, humid, partly cloudy. So let's take a look at the dew point in that game. That is going to be a factor. Yeah, look at this. They actually have the real feels. So we'll just quickly go back to the Jaguar game. I just want to see if they have a real feel for that. Yeah, real feel at 102. That's going to be brutal. Tampa's going to be less, but still, when you factor in the dew point, that is just going to be very brutal for fans and the players to just deal with. We have another dome game, not to worry about. Lions versus Cardinals, so no need to get into that. By the way, I just want to mention, next week in Baltimore, and I'm looking forward to seeing the weather report for that, because next week we got Terrell Suggs being potentially booed. All right, Giants and Cowboys. We got 97 degrees and sunny skies. And the question is, are they going to retract the dome? That's a good question. Going to really factor in on that. But the wonderful thing about this game is low humidity, but the dew point's actually going to be 57 degrees. So I wonder how that's going to feel being in the dome and wondering, well, at least we don't have to deal with humid conditions again. And, you know, it comes to a point where you say, well, are they going to close it? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, maybe if it rains, it's a good idea to use it. But that's what happens with you, Jerry Jones. You invest so much money into your stadium, you can do whatever you want. All right, 3 more games to get into. We have Steelers at Patriots. NBC game Sunday night, 64 degrees, partly cloudy. Now, let's take a look to see if it's actually going to be in the 50s for that game, because I won't be watching because I have some personal stuff I have to take care of online with a couple of friends Sunday night. Let's just take a look. Wow. We'll be near 59 degrees. So it's going to be humid, but the dew point's going to be in the 50s at least. That's something to keep an eye on. Another dome game, we have Texans playing the Saints on ESPN Monday Night Football. No need to worry about that. That's going to be in a dome. And lastly, we got the Broncos playing the Raiders. That's going to be on the West Coast, so 64 degrees for kickoff. Let's take a look and see if it'll be in the 50s by the end of the game. All right, so not that bad. Should be in the low 60s for the remainder of the game. High humidity. Humidity is actually going to go up, but if the dew point stays in the 50s, that should be tolerable to at least watch the game out there in Oakland. So with that, that's going to wrap up your update. I know I'm recording this the day before, but doing it the morning of, it's just not going to work out, because then the issue will be that, well, what's going to happen if it's 9 10 o'clock in the morning and the video can't go through processing? So these videos have to be pre-taped because obviously YouTube just can't get their act together with processing my videos anymore. That's why I have to put them on scheduled upload. There'll still be uploads, but, you know, on scheduled time. So this should be up Sunday morning, 9 a.m. each and every week until April. So obviously this will go all the way to April because, again, you have the XFL. So the videos will probably get shorter depending on the situations. So week by week, we take it by time. So thank you all for watching. Until the next one, please take care.